So, what comes to mind when you hear the word drone for the first time? Some people may think of human-like robots, others may think of fixed-wing planes. What we mean when we say the word drone is we're talking about a rotor-based copter. In this case, we have a quadcopter, quad because there are 4 rotors. Others may have 6 or even 8 rotors. They also come in various sizes, anything from 10 centimeters up to a meter sometimes.
So what are the components that make up the drone? So here we have the motors, which spin the propellers. This is what causes the drone to fly around. Then we have the frame, this big white part over here. This is the body of the drone, and it's important that this is as light as possible so that the drone can be as energy efficient as possible and so that the drone can be dynamic. Then at the back of the drone here, we have the battery. This powers the drone. Here, inside the drone, we have the control board, which is also the brain of the drone. This tells the drone what to do and spins the motors so that the drone can fly around. So how do we control the drone when it's 200 meters away from us in the air? This is where we have the remote controller, but it's how we call it, the RC. This sends a signal from the remote control using these transmitters to the drone, which is received by the receiver. Then the drone can transmit a signal back to the remote control, or RC, from the drone's transmitter. Lastly, we have the drone's camera at the bottom here. This is really important to us at Aerobotics because this allows us to capture data from above the farmer's orchards that the farmer can then use.
So, what are drones used for? In general, drones are very useful to do things faster, more efficiently, and more safely. Some people might use drones to deliver packages to hard to get to places, like for medical deliveries. Other people, like filmmakers, use drones to capture beautiful imagery of mountain scenes, of wildlife that they otherwise wouldn't be able to. At Aerobotics, we use drones to gather data about tree crops. This can give us information about whether the crop has enough water, whether there are any pests or diseases on it, or we can even use drones to count the fruit on the trees and then predict yield for the farmers. And this is incredibly useful data for the farmers that helps them supply food to the world. One day, you can also use drones for some creative use and help the world.